Guys, this is Daniel Myra from Cryptodemia, the Academia for Cryptos, and in this video I'm going to start my cryptocurrency trading basics video series, so stay tuned for the rest. Make sure to watch till the end for my bonus tip. So let's start with the tools that every trader needs to use. Personally, I use TradingView. I think it's the best for anything you want to use for trading cryptocurrencies. So I'm gonna show you how it works. So right now we're looking at ZRX. This is one type of cryptocurrency. If you want to look at something else, you would click right here and you change it. So let's go back. Let's go to Bitcoin. So you'd erase that, click on BTC, and if you see right here in the side, it tells you which exchange is going to show you the information from. So it has Bitfinex, Coinbase, Bitstamp. It has all HitBTC, Gemini. It has all of them pretty much. So I like Bitfinex. Bitfinex has probably the best information, and it just has a lot of liquidity. So I usually use Bitfinex. But many times I go and I check and see what's going on in other exchanges, just to make sure that that the volumes are right and the prices are right, everything's right. Now, right now we're looking at Bitcoin, the chart of Bitcoin in the current moment. If you look right here, this is the day chart. Right here, you could actually change it from 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. And we're gonna go into candlesticks later on. But what I want you to know is that every day, right now we have it in the day chart, and this means that every candlestick signifies 1 day. So this is 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. So, and if you change it to a weekday for 1 week, then this is what happens. Each candlestick is 1 week. Okay. Let me get close so that you can see it a little better. And so on. So you could change it. There's all kinds. So there's 1 minute, 1 hour, 12 hours, 4 hours, 1 month. And I'm going to teach you how to use this later in other videos. Now, the other thing I want to teach you is indicators. So if you want to get all the indicators, in here's where you would get the exponential moving averages. You would get the Fibonacci. You get the RSI, whatever you want to get. So how it would work is like this. Say you want to get an exponential moving average. If you don't know what this is, guys, don't worry. I'm gonna go with this and teach you about this later in other videos. But right now, I just want you to get comfortable with the platform. So right here, I clicked on exponential moving average. You see, it appeared right here, EMA. So now, if you want to, the EMA is this line. As you can see, this line, it's blue. If you want to edit the line, you'd click right here in the little tool thing. And so you could change the color. You could change it to red so you could see it better. You could change the girth of the line. You could also change if it's a line with breaks, step line, histogram, cross. I like the line. That's what I like. And you could also do the inputs. And you're going to learn in my other videos, like I said before, you're going to learn how to use this. You know, if you want to have a 200 EMA, which is a very popular one, you click it right here. It shows you the trend. Let's see. You could change the volume, how you want to look at it. This, by the way, guys, this is the RSI right here. Then as you can see right here, I have some rectangles, and what I do with these rectangles is my this is how I create zones. So most traders out there in YouTube are going to show you support and resistance levels, and they're going to show it to you very, very precise. And honestly, guys, the best thing to do is have zones, not a line, because the zones are like, it gives you more space for turnaround. So I use rectangles. So how you would use rectangles is you go right here, you click on the rectangle right here. Okay, let me just erase this one just to give you the example. So say you found your perfect resistance or support level, whatever it is. Then what you do is you kind of just create the rectangle right there. This would be a crucial zone. Okay, this is a crucial zone right here. And now if you want to edit it, you'd go right here to this bar and you could put the colors. I like the green. I usually use either green or red just to make sure. And this is just the line, you know, the line of around the rectangle. Okay, let's just erase this. This is a very self-explanatory chart. If you've never played with charts before, and this is why it's very important for you to see this video. Also, it shows you right here if you want to set up your sell and buy orders. This would you could kind of link this up with your brokers, but I don't have it linked up with brokers because I don't think you could link it up with Binance. I mostly use Binance and Bittrex. Now let me show you something again. If you want to see, besides Bitcoin, you could see any other coin, and you could actually see it with USD. And what they do is TradingView does look, I'll show you. So say it's ZRX. Let me erase this right here. You see right here, ZRX to US dollar. And what they do is they actually calculate it by TradingView. It's not 100%, but it's very close to it. So this is why I like this this platform so much. They have every single coin, and they have the calculation. Now if you want to create trend lines, and also okay, I'm going to show you the trend lines. So all the lines are mostly right here, right below the little clicker. So right here we have the trend line, trend angle, horizontal line, horizontal ray, vertical, arrow. So I'm going to tell you which ones are important. Trend line, I use this a lot. Horizontal line, I use it a lot. Horizontal ray, very important. And the arrows. The arrows, I use them just to predict different outcomes. So as a trader, you want to be prepared for whatever outcome that comes. You know, like there's some people out there that there's a lot of misconceptions of trading. And one of them is that you're actually predicting the market. You are not. What you're doing is you're creating statistical advantages, and you're using probability so that you win in the overall trades. So not all your trades are going to be winners, but as long as you have over 50% of your trades being winners, and you have good hedging strategies so that your risk is mitigated, then you're going to be making money, and more in this markets. Now let's go to the trend line. So what the trend line means is you're trying to figure out where the trend is going. I don't know if you guys have heard of the trend is your friend. Okay, that's a very true statement, but you got to take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes, yeah, the trend is your friend until it turns on you. Okay, so you need to also keep up with what's going on with the trend. So right here, guys, let's just look at the past. You'd set up all of the ticks, the wicks, sorry. You set up all the wicks together just to make sure that the trend where it's going. So right here, the trend was going downwards. And this market is very different than stocks or Forex. It's just such an infant market, and it's also so manipulated that you can't use the same strategies in stocks or Forex in this market. Okay, if you look at this wick, and it's hitting the candlestick straight up, and in stocks or Forex, that would not be good. It would not be okay. It would not be accurate. But you got to take this like a lot more objectively, and you have to look at what makes sense. And later on, once you start playing around with it, start trading, it's going to start making sense to you more. So right here, if you would have been in this timeline, in this time, you would know that the trend is going downward. Now let's look at the trend right now, at the current moment. The current moment, the trend is upward. Okay, so you grab a specific point in the market. You go right here. You can see the trend is going upwards. Okay, you could actually grab it from right here. It's a lot better spot. The trend's going upwards. Okay, so this is how trend lines are being used. I'm going to go in more detail. I'm actually going to do a full video on trend lines. Very important. Now let's talk about support and resistance lines. So this is a horizontal line right here. So if you found a support or resistance line, I'm going to show you one right here. This one right here, this is a support. So well, actually, yeah, it would be a support line right now. but it's not relevant to the price right now because it's very far down. So you see, I found the line. I'm gonna actually go into more depth. I just want you to get comfortable with this platform, and I don't want to overwhelm you with so much stuff. But this is the how it works. You just click on the point. It creates a horizontal line, and that's it. Very simple. You know, the process of doing trading is you pretty much start building support, resistance level, trend lines. You see the Fibonacci. You use your different indicators, and then you clean up your chart. That's the best thing. You need to clean up your chart at the end so that it's easy to read and it's easy to trade later on. And then at the end, you need to create your strategies of whatever's going to happen. You know, if your prediction is happening, then you need to have a strategy for that. If your prediction turns out to be wrong, you also need to have a strategy for that. Trading is a lot of psychological and emotional calmness. You need to be very calm in what you're doing. Now, guys, this is text. You could do text. I mean, I don't use this unless you're doing maybe a tutorial. You could use that for that. I don't use this either. Now I'm going to show you a very important tool that we do use. It's called the Fibonacci retracement. So right here you have a bunch of tools, guys. But me and my team mostly use Fibonacci retracement. We believe that the best traders are the best at using the most basic stuff, not the fancy stuff. The fancy stuff, leave it for people that want to be fancy. I mean, I like to be good at the basics and then going using the fancy stuff later on. But first basics, second fancy. It's not the other way around. So as you can see, I clicked on the Fibonacci, guys. I go right here, and this shows me it shows me some levels that could be support or resistance levels. Now, if I was actually doing this right, which I'm not, I would actually do it like this. You grab it from the lows, and then you go to the absolute highs. What you would do, guys, is you'd actually create the support and resistance levels with the horizontal lines, and then after that you kind of play around with the Fibonacci just to see where the Fibonacci aligns with those horizontal rays. So right now, just by the eyes, I can see that just with my eyes, I can see that the Fibonacci will respect the levels right here. These are the levels that would respect. As you can see, these are all support levels. You can see that it was respected 3 times. You know, you see it right here. The candlestick went all the way down. It didn't go lower from that. Here, it didn't go lower from that either. It's all like supporting really well. You see the wick, it went down just right there, hit it right there. And now we use the Fibonacci, and we can see that it's supporting it right there just by plotting it. So now we can see that this could be a potential zone. This is a potential zone either too. We can see this is another potential zone, and we see that the wick is hitting it right here. Like I said before, guys, in stocks and Forex, the levels are respected a lot more because it's a very mature. They're all mature markets, and these markets are not as mature, but they're getting respected pretty well. Like considering that it's all very manipulated. Now you can see it's being supported. It's been respected in 2 candles, right? One here, and the wick. You could consider this one as also supporting it. Okay, we still have lots of ways to go with this coin. So that's why we need to see the future. We need to look at the future. We need to see the past. There's not enough past for us to grab information from and grab data from and patterns. So yeah, this is how the Fibonacci kind of uses. I'm gonna do a full video on this. This is just very important. Okay, guys, what else can I show you? Oh, okay, yeah, I could show you this. So say you want to get rid of this. You think it's too big, or you want to get it bigger. You just click right here. It makes it bigger. It makes the RSI bigger, or it makes it smaller. You just hold it. You just click and hold it, and it makes it whatever you want it to be. Okay. Now for my bonus tip, guys, this is quite important, and I mean, I just want you to get comfortable with this first. before we jump in depth with other subjects. But there's this really important tool that TradingView does not have, and it's all the buy and sell walls. So what I use is I use Kraken, and the Kraken buy and sell walls are really good, guys. I'm going to teach you how to use this. This is probably one of the most complex things in trading, which is actually not that complex, but people don't understand it very well. And this is actually how high frequency traders and how some traders are able to foresee if the price is going to go down or up. So as you can see right here, we have the sell and the buys. Okay, and if you go farther, it shows you the equivalent. Okay, so as you can see right now, the buy wall is higher, so it's very likely that the price is going to go up. It's going to go upwards because the buy wall is going higher. If you could see the lines right here, the green is higher than the red. So just to simplify right now, if you want to kind of understand right now, if the green is higher than the red, it's likely that the price is going to go a little higher. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to go to 9,800. That just means that it's going to go slightly higher depending on the buy wall. If this buy wall was a lot higher, but you see the farther you go, it shows you which one's higher. So it's going to go a little higher and then it's going to go lower. You know, like the chart's talking to me, and I'm going to teach you how to understand the language of the charts and be able to kind of predict slight price movements. So guys, if you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.